Hello and welcome to Joshua Tree as it's time for race number 11 of the Coke Vanilla Cup Series season. If you saw qualifying, you know who the starting field is, essentially. As it's another clear and cool day, essentially, here in Southern California. In the desert, actually. 68 degrees. Preston Plord will start alongside Jeff James, his first pole of the season. Levi McIntyre alongside Brendan Patterson. Ash Curtis alongside Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, with Alex Perkle alongside Dylan Casella. And Kyle Collins, DJ Curtis, row 5. Here's the rest of your starting grid. Tom Shelley is your points leader coming into the race today by 16 points over Dylan Young. 25 back to Amy Shelley. Then it's 58 back to Steve Pollard, who starts back in provisional land. Sky Commons is 76 points back. Then it's Gene Sanford, Momo Akari, Mason Neal, Troy King, and Henry Powers. The top 10 in points. And anyone in the top 8 could feasibly leave here as the points leader. Very unlikely that will happen. And oh my gosh, DJ Curtis has a problem, folks. First sign of weakness that 14 car has had this season. DJ Curtis, unfortunately, with an issue on the Centric Chevrolet. Let's see if he can get that one fixed and rolling here today. Meanwhile, onboard cameras that we will carry. Starting out with the points leader, carrying the Dodge onboard camera, is Tom Shelley. Carrying the Chevy onboard camera is Dylan Young. Steve Pollard will carry the Apex onboard camera. Sky Commons is carrying the Valvoline onboard camera. Gene Sanford will be carrying the Napa onboard camera. Momo Akari, the Miller Lite onboard camera. And then you have Troy King, who will be carrying the Ford onboard camera here today. So a very interesting makeup to the field. We will cut away for a short little bit and then we'll bring you back for the green flag. 13 laps in store here today. Field comes off the final corner. Pace car will get ready to pull off. And you are about ready to see what will probably be one of the craziest races in NR 2003 history. Just trust me on that. No damage, no cautions, 13 laps. Here we go. Green flag is out, we're underway. Ben Neuwirth quick to make it 3 wide there, doesn't have much help. Field just getting up to speed. We're gonna have to watch the outside line here off this first corner to see if anyone hits the wall or what chaos ensues off of this corner. Jeff James though gets out to an early advantage. Here we go, 3 wide. This is where it's gonna start. Look out, there they go. Perkle's in. Oh, we got someone in the dirt. Here they go. There's where the wreck starts. Oh my god, Baskinger. Eric and Rage involved. The points leader. Oh. Yeah, like I said, craziness will ensue. Gene Sanford on the outside of the track. Jeff James, Dylan Casella, Brendan Patterson, the top 3, not necessarily in that order. We're not quite sure how many of them actually survived there. Here we come up to the next part of the course, though, that can lend itself to some problems. And we're going to specifically watch Ish Taylor as, well, yeah, he kind of hit the apron, which is the problem. Look at the 60, though, sliding it. Jessica Shelton was in the wall. No biggie deal there. Jeff James, though, leads lap 1. Dylan Casella into second. We'll have to see if he is the next one to hit the wall. Oh, it's Jeff James. Oh, Dylan Casella is around. Preston Plord. Ben Neuwirth involved. There's Zorline involved. Big wreck. This is where the chaos begins. Alex Hawkins goes flying. Whoa, there's... Dylan Casella's over the wall. Yeah, you have to pretty much go through this camera angle to get to him. Well, that was certainly worth it. So continuing on here, going back up towards the front. Tom Shelley, there you see him off the pace. Brian Patterson has lost the lead. Or no, he doesn't. Dang. Jeff James has, though. Theo Stegall leads. How did Jeff James lose the lead? Oh, well, we'll look at that later. Here comes Hiroshi Kazuyoshi now to the lead, looking inside for the race lead. And does Theo hit the wall? Yes, he does. Keeps it going straight, though. So too does Jeff James. Oh, Henry Powers, Alex Perkle getting into the wall. Back up to the leaders, though. Is actually Theo Stegall has actually gone a wall now. And Hiroshi Kazuyoshi has gone to the lead. Jeff James into second now. Ash Curtis is in fourth. Preston Plord fifth. And looking for DJ on pit road. Yes, there he is. Battling here. Ash Curtis now up to third, passing Theo Stegall. Preston Plord had to take evasive maneuver there. Now these three will catch Jeff James in a hurry, getting the draft off of him. I can't get up to them again. As here comes Theo now back inside for third on Ash Curtis. Not going to be the line that they want to be on for Ash Curtis, at least. In terms of avoiding this wall here. But he's going to. Good job. Ash Curtis, though, trying to get the spot back away from him. Looking through the field here a little bit. Just real quick. Unfortunately, we got... Oh, Charles Sanford's on his lid. Oh, that ain't good. And meanwhile, Jeff James has caught back up to Hiroshi Kazuyoshi. And it's a 4-car fight for the race lead. Ash Curtis there, looking for third on Theo. Not able to get it. Preston Plord falling back a little bit there in fifth. 4 laps complete here from Joshua Tree. Theo is peeking out inside Jeff James, not able to make the move. Now Ash Curtis will make the move, though, on the 15. Will go for third. May even go for second in this corner. Yes, he will. Ash Curtis to second now. Oh, and there they all go into the wall, and around goes Kazuyoshi. They're in the dirt. Jeff James is around. Here comes Henry Powers. So a big momentum shift there. Kyle Collins has all the momentum right now. He's into second. This is the battle for the lead with Ash Curtis. What 5 points would mean to either of these two teams. Nearly getting the wall there. Looks like Furniture Row Racing. Ash Curtis is going to lead the lap here. And Preston Plord is going to go to fourth here on this lap. Kyle Collins goes from sixth to second. And 5 bonus points to the 78. DJ Curtis will join the race, so that's good. He will get onto the track. Charles Sanford back in 33rd. Here's a big pack of cars. I heard scraping. I'm not sure from where. Oh well. Jean Sanford's gotten her toe done. She should be probably returning to track here soon. Kyle Collins apparently lost some momentum somewhere. Preston Plord now into second, passing Theo Stegall. And here we go, trying to catch back up to the 78. Theo trying to stay in line here to work with the 04. And looking to the inside, here comes Preston Plord, the hefty Chevrolet, trying for the race lead. 5 points would be good for that team. 12th in the points coming in. Not going to get it there. And we'll look back in line. Theo Stegall not going to be able to make a move yet either. He has to duck back in. And now actually here comes the Hotshot Chevrolet, number 15. And okay, they keep it going. Ashcris did get the wall there, lost a little bit of momentum. Next lap car they would catch is Gene Sanford. DJ Curtis apparently is being scored ahead of the 55, the 5, and the 89. That's kind of funny. Like I said, you won't see any retirements from this race, or at least I hope not, because otherwise most of the field would be gone. But Ash Curtis continues to lead over Theo Stegall, Preston Plord, and Kyle Collins. Then Sky Commons finds himself in 5th over Henry Powers, Brian Patterson, Levi McIntyre. I think Kazuyoshi now would be 10th. Where is Dylan Young? There he is. So yeah, Dylan Young has fallen out of the top 10. We had the wreck back here again. Mason Neal still back here. And we got more cars coming off pit lane. Now Matt Dixon would be the next lap car that the leaders catch. Theo Stegall, though, going to the inside of the 78. Ash Curtis gets the wall, and around he goes. Around goes Preston Plord. Gets strained out. Theo with a little bit of a cheeky move there to get the race lead. Oh, boy. This could be bad. Oh, a lot of people in the dirt. Look at Henry Powers trying to get going. Now Preston's going to be able to get going again. The grip of this track just not really his best of friend there in trying to get his car going again. Going to lose a lot of time and ground to the race leaders. Meanwhile, Theo Stegall is all by himself now out there. And we'll have to see how that goes for him. Looks like 28 cars right now on the lead lap. As we watch Kyle Collins going to the pit lane. I'm not quite sure what that was about. Kyle Collins, Sky Commons even on pit lane. Are these guys going to have to pit? Oops. This could be bad. They're going to have to pit. Oh my god. I left 2X on. Oops. Okay, boys. This is going to be fun. Because pit stops are activated. Oh, and Alex Hawkins gets turned going into pit lane. Oops. Jessica Shelton going to actually clear it. And oh my god, Hawkins got drilled onto the pit wall. Hopefully the Stephen Paul III crew is okay. I know Jessica Shelton there definitely was not intending to pit that time, but ended up doing so anyway. Theo is on pit lane. Ash Curtis now will pit. Here comes Kazuyoshi and Henry Powers. Brian Patterson down onto pit lane. I think most of the field is pitting this time around that hasn't already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the 78 really. Yeah, 15's already down and away. Ash Curtis is down and away. Let's see where he comes out in comparison to who he was running with. I hear people coming by. There's Kyle Collins. He was second at the time. There's Ash Curtis. Theo's going to be way out in front by the end of this, but there's Kyle Collins. The momentum just going to be too much to hold off. And Alex Hawkins, who had the miraculous pits entry there with help from the 43 in 27th. Last car on the lead lap, to my knowledge. Yeah, there's Jess. So actually, Hawkins is 29th, last car in the lead lap. Okay. No, he's actually down in 31st. Chris Washer getting put a lap down in comparison to Kyle Collins. Washer is a few laps down, and he started back there in the 38th position. So he's had his fair share of issues. Right now, Washer is 5 laps down to the leaders. And did I see... Okay, I thought I saw someone pit. I guess I didn't, so... My bad. Theo Stegall just got the wall, though, so that might help the rest of the field catch up, and then Kyle Collins hits the wall even better. Doesn't bounce or anything too badly. Might lose the second spot to Ash Curtis, though. Let's go ahead and find Tom Shelley and right on... Oh my God! Well, that was timing, wasn't it? I was just about ready to go and find Tom Shelley so we could ride on board with him, and then that happened. The timing was incredible. Charles Sanford, though, 32nd. He's a lap down. I'm looking for one of our onboards. There he is. Okay, Troy King we will ride on board with. He's running in 40th. Meanwhile, there's 2 laps to go, and oh my God. Well, Washer and Curtis got the wall there. Kyle Collins, 7 seconds behind Theo. And okay, well, there's the mystery of who got the wall this time is DJ Curtis, who's had his own myriad of issues today. Currently now is 5 laps down in 38th. Been an unfortunate day for those that have had issues, but if you haven't, you've been doing really good. Here's a battle for 40th, actually. Troy King, Amy Shelley, 3rd in the points. She ran into her own issues as well then today. Theo Stegall will see the white flag this time by. And it'll be 1 lap to go for the Hot Shot Menard Chevrolet. Amy Shelley trying to use the draft off the 90 to try and get around the 60. The gap's down to 4 seconds, or just about 5 seconds now. Not sure why. Theo gets the wall. And Collins gets the wall, so that pretty well ends that. Amy Shelley does get around the 60. Baskinger just coming off pit lane. He's a lap down. And Theo is having his issues right now, apparently. He's just getting repassed now by DJ Curtis. Not going to be enough, though, for Ash Curtis to try and catch him. Going to be very easy here for the number 15 to win. And we'll switch to the pit lane 1 camera. As there you go. Theo Stegall wins. Kyle Collins actually does get second, so Ash Curtis with problems. There was the 99. There's the 31. Momo Akari limping across the line. 13th. We had a wreck coming to the checker. You can see it back there. Here comes Sky Commons. Just going to barely edge out the 23. There's still someone coming out of the dirt back there, I can tell. Who's it going to be that's coming to the line limping? It's going to be the 17 of Patterson. 24th. Jay Stella up there, 26th today. There's Hawkins. We have yet to see Shelley. There's Mary Shelley. Yeah, one of the craziest tracks you'll see on the schedule. No confirmation of it being on the schedule next season. We'll see if we actually come back to this one, because it's a pretty fun track for me to run on, because I don't know what to expect next. I don't know, I don't think crowd approval of this track's very much there, or either that or the drivers don't really care for it. But the top 8 today, all rookies. Theo, then is Kyle Collins, Ash Curtis, Henry Powers, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, Levi McIntyre, Ashley LaPlante, and Preston Plord. Jeff James and Ish Taylor finish out the top 10. And then you see it, 29 cars on the lead lap today. Matt Dixon, the final one there in the 29th position. With that, that'll do it for the race. If you want to stick around and watch all the insane wrecks that we had, be my guest, because those are coming up right now. Well, it all starts on lap 1 like it usually does. Here was Dylan Young, Alex Perkle, 2 of the DEI cars getting stuck on the outside. They'll go for a little bit of a hop session. Got guys going on hops behind them there. There's Amy Shelley, in fact. And we'll look at that wreck in a moment. I think this is where one of the wrecks starts. Nope. Well, it sets up this wreck right here between the 25 and 26. There's the 28. There's the 4 getting involved, Max Neuwirth. There's Jake Baskinger. He collects Eric and Rage. That was absolutely incredible. Daniel Day involved. There's Charles Sanford in the dirt there. Proving no one is immune to Joshua Tree insanity. There's Stephen Paul III getting into the 25, and this was cool. Eric and Rage lands on top of him. I believe we had someone... There it is. Yeah, Washer got... Wait a minute. Hold on. I swear you see his car move when he gets teleported to pit lane. That is insane. But yeah, here's what happened with Washer. You'll see the 89 gets the wall as well, as do a lot of people. Just shoots Amy Shelley over into the 5 and the 55. And Amy Shelley goes for an incredible barrel roll. Lands on her roof. Gene Sanford unfortunately collected as well. And then Chris Washer gets stuck like that. So that covers that wreck. Now we'll go up to the next one that I can find. Poor Dylan here can't catch a break, it seems like, this season. Dylan Costello finds the wall on lap 2 and pretty much ends any contention he had today. Gets the 78. You see his teammate there go and hop a little bit as well. Preston Plord, Ben Neuwirth getting involved. I kind of want to see what sends the 06 over this wall here. You see the 99 there. There's the 44 and the 31. They have an incredible barrel roll session there. There's Ish Taylor coming through. Here comes Matt. Oh, there's Troy King. Oh my God. Can that be the thumbnail to this? My God. That might be the thumbnail. That... Oh my God. That was incredible. I'm sorry, I don't normally appreciate the wrecks a whole lot like that, but that was incredible to see. Car just hops over the wall. But Mary Shelley will look at her part of this. She will actually hit or not get into the 23. I think actually it's she gets hit by the 44 round. There's Ashley LaPlante. Remember, she rebounded for a nice finish today. Sky Commons gets involved. Here comes Ish Taylor, gonna hit the 38. There's the 06 flip bouncing up in there. Matt Dixon comes in plowing. See, Alex Hawkins gets a little bit hoppy and gets the 40. Unfortunate for Hawkins there. He had his myriad of issues today, essentially. But the best way of calling it. How did Jay Stelly go over in the dirt? Oh, he's actually involved in some of the stuff over here. Oh, he actually gets held up behind it. Let's see. Yeah, he's kind of gets held up behind stuff. There's the 43 and the 11. Oh, Kenny Bale gonna get into the 43 here and trying to avoid the wreck. Just not a lot of grip down there, unfortunately. There's grip aplenty anywhere else, just not on the apron. And yeah. So now let's go and find the next little bit of maybe joyous entertainment that you might find. I don't know. Next incident of the day involved these three drivers: Ben Neuwirth, Max Neuwirth, and Mason Neal. 3 wide never works on this track. Really doesn't. See Ben Neuwirth get up into the wall there and onto it. Fortunate, all 3 of these guys were running in the top 15 at that time. Actually, never mind. Top 20 at least. With that, let's go ahead and find the next one. Next incident that I could find, at least, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi here on lap number 5. And this was a big wreck. There you see Jeff James going down into the dirt. Which there was definitely plenty of on this track. Or around it, at least. Kazuyoshi getting his car straightened out. There's Henry Powers going for bunny hops. Jeff James had his fair share. He went around as he got down into the cactuses area and had his own difficulty. There's Henry Powers. And that was pretty much it for that wreck. Let's go ahead and find the next one. Well, the DEI teammates just absolutely loved this wall today because Alex Perkle decided once wasn't enough for him, he'd find it again. And this time, spin his teammate in the process. There you see Patterson getting onto the apron. Does a great job not to hop it. Oh, DJ barely gets by. Kazuyoshi going to be just fine, I think, because Perkle and Dylan Young both kind of get their cars stopped. Perkle is almost in a tougher spot. Oh, whoa, Dylan. Okay. Oh, that's one way to get your car righted. Okay, well, let's find the next one. Okay, same corner, same lap, literally just a few moments after that other wreck. You had Alex Hawkins and Kenny Bale. You'll notice a theme here that a lot of these guys are going to be common to, like, a lot of these. Oh, Daniel misses. Oh, well, and then we had the wreck that... Okay, I know I didn't just see that. Okay, for a moment there, it literally looked like online magic where the car merged in with another car because of, like, lag or something. Mason Neal, though, coming in with a full head of steam, going to take out Jay Stella and Kyle Matthews. And Stella going to get Pollard in this wreck. There's Jessica Shelton getting collected as well. Boy, she had a handful today. It was not the funnest day out there, probably, if you're the driver of the 43. Eric and Rage gets into Neil. Washer drives through all of this. And yeah, so let's find the next one now. And thus proving that no one was actually safe today, here was Ash Curtis on lap 8. He gets into the wall. Theo kind of helps get him around. And Preston Plord even gets involved in this. Kyle Collins gets slowed up behind. Loses a lot of his momentum. Ash Curtis actually gets his car righted. But unfortunately for Preston, because of how he got his car stopped, it was really hard for him to get turned back around. Proved very costly to a lot of other people as well. But let's find the next wreck that we can find. Looking from our TV2 angle, here's another look at the Alex Hawkins wreck. And actually, oh well, that tower was nearly taken out. But this will show how close Alex Hawkins actually got to hitting anyone on the 33 pit crew. And luckily, it's the last pit stall there, and it looks like there's actually some extra space. And so it appears as though Alex Hawkins does not end up hitting any of the 33 pit crew. We are hearing everyone was okay down there in the RCR crew. Great thanks there for that. Jonathan Zorlan was already having a bad day before this one, as this was on what would be lap 5 for him. I believe it was lap 9 for the lead lap cars. You see he gets the wall there, bounces off it, then gets into Troy King, and around goes the 44. Charles Sanford obviously probably was hoping to do a little bit better today. And this was part of the reason that he was in the back. As you see, he gets the wall, then gets clipped by the 10 of Sky Commons. And around goes the Squishy Mobile. Ah, yes. How could I forget the moment when I actually kind of... Just the timing of this was absolutely perfect. I'm not kidding. I wanted to go and look at the 45's onboard for like a few moments. And all of a sudden, bam. Right into the wall. Like, so much for that. Well, now it's time to find the next one, because unfortunately for Tom Shelley, that pretty much ruined his race. He was running just outside the top 10 at the time. Well, here was DJ Curtis getting into another problem. He collides with Mason Neal here on the track. And that was almost at the end of this race. I'm trying to find someone who was on the lead lap at the time. Okay, yeah, 2 to go. So that was DJ Curtis there. Well, here is what happened to Ash Curtis that caused him to lose second on the last lap. He's going to dive down there and just no grip. Now that said, I'm going to keep recording because I know that there was another one back here. Patterson does the same thing. He takes out Akari and Sky Commons, and Commons goes and does a barrel roll down the front straightaway. Oh, that guy's dead. No big deal. That guy's just dead. Let's just look at that again. Anyone like to try and count the number of flips that Sky Commons took? Well, try your best. I'm going to give you at 1/5 speed. Ashley LaPlante, though, needs a new pair of pants, though. God. She was so close to getting involved in this. Okay, well, I got my count. I don't know how well it differs from anyone else. But one more look at this. This was just absolutely incredible. There's one other wreck that I know happened that I'm trying to find. I don't know where it is at. I know which car involved, and I don't know what lap. I'm going to take a look back and just follow that car and try and figure out what lap the wreck happened on. Okay, so I had to go all the way back to lap 3 to find this incident that involved the '05 of Charles Sanford. And it's basically the same thing that we just saw in the final lap. Oh my god, Dylan Thoreau! How lucky can you be? And Sanford's car gets into the dirt, and there it starts to do the hops, and at some point here, just gonna hop onto its roof. Bucking Bronco there. And on its roof. So, with that, I think that will pretty well do it for the round of Joshua Tree. If you enjoyed it, yes, please leave a like. If not, feel free to tell me in the comments that you hate this track with your guts and that we should never probably come here again if you feel that way. Being honest with me, honestly, on that one, because I know that there's mixed emotions about this track. Some people love it, some people hate it, and the people that love it and hate it have the same reason for why they love it or hate it. So, kind of interesting there. With that, I will bid you adieu. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.